If you're into that 80s vibe, you can check out the Club Vector clothing range. Link for that is down below, as is the link for U7 Buy. Cut out the nonsense of FIFA points and the random gamble, and just go straight to the source. Use the code TVM at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to the road to glory. And you may notice there is a significant increase in coins. Hang on a minute. I thought you were doing Messi's Player of the Month card. How have you got coins? Well, I sat down last night and I did a bit of soul searching and I had a look at the team and I thought to myself, is it really worth me doing this Player of the Month Messi SBC? And I came up with the decision of, no, it's not. I went back and forth, and I'm not going to change my mind again because I've sort of committed to not doing it now. But I went back and forth, and I decided that the upgrade that this gives you, which, by the way, we've been through it, it's a good card. You know, it's a very good card. But for me to go out and spend 2.3 million coins on this would be crazy, because I've just accumulated 1.1. I've got a few things left in the club, you know, like a Thiago Silva and a few other informs. Like I think I've got an untradeable. In fact, let's go have a look. What are we skirting around the subject for? Let's go have a look to see what we have in the club. So, things I can use then. Navas, 89 rated Navas. He's untradeable. We got him from a League One upgrade pack a couple of weeks ago. I can use him, right? And I can't sell him, obviously. Lloris, I've got two of those right now. We've got Insigne, who we can put into an SBC or we can sell. Thiago Silva. Özil can go into an SBC if I really want him to. I'm never going to use him. Only did it because it was an objective. We've got Skriniar. Sane, to a degree, he could go into an SBC. I'd rather not use him in an SBC, but he could do, because I don't really use him anymore outside of first owner Premier League objectives. And there are a few other cards in here, you know, like Toko Akambi could go. Fabinho could go. Tolisso could go if he needed to. Rodri I'd rather keep because he's, you know, dynamic, but hey, he could go if I really wanted him to. And I've got a bunch of 84s, 85s and things that we could put into SBCs and whatnot. But I thought to myself, right, you could go out, you could get Messi, sure. But then, and I'm not saying this is what I'm going to do, but what I'm saying is, yeah, I could go and get Messi, and I could put him in there instead of Dembele, but then I wouldn't be able to afford Griezmann, I wouldn't be able to afford a player to link in Ramos, I wouldn't be able to afford to get De Gea, so I'd have Messi in there, which is an insane player, but then I'd have to sacrifice 4 or 5 other positions in the team if I wanted to fit Ramos in. If I didn't want to fit Ramos in, and I just drop him to the bench and I put Nesta back in, then we can keep Lloris in goal. Arguably, I might have to end up using him. We could keep João Cancelo at right back, and I could keep Firmino and whatever else we have. Basically, we could keep the team the way we have it. But someone said to me a few weeks ago, you know, change your team up. That might keep people interested in the series. So that on board, as well as not wanting to completely bankrupt the team just to get Messi in there, what I've decided to do is I think I'm going to buy Griezmann, and I think I'm going to buy Carvajal. I think I'm going to buy De Gea. I'm not saying I'm going to buy Rush, but I think I'm going to spend around 600,000 coins on an icon. That doesn't completely bankrupt the team. We'll still have a few thousand coins left, you know, a few 100,000 coins. We'll have a very good side in, you know, the upgrades with Griezmann. De Gea's a very good goalkeeper. I don't know whether he's upgrade over Lloris, but we'll see. He's not that expensive. Carvajal at right back, he's currently coming in at around 60,000 coins, which I didn't think was too bad. And we'll have icon swaps to work towards in a week or so, and we'll have an icon in the club that I actually want to use. I'm not going to go out and buy one for the sake of it. I'm going to pick one that I want to play with. Rush isn't too bad in terms of price right now. I know a lot of people said don't get him because he's trash, but it's a card I want to use. It's a card I want to play with. He's currently 460,000. It's not the best card in the world because he doesn't have this, that and the other, but it's a Welsh icon. I'm Welsh, and he's a former Liverpool player, and I'm a Liverpool fan. We've been through this. It's just a card I'd love to try. And guess what? If I don't like him, I can sell him, recoup the coins, and we can go try another one. The difference with Messi, not that I'm not going to like him, but the difference with Messi is if I ever wanted to change the team and Messi wasn't in the plan, tough. You're stuck with him because he's untradeable. And that was the whole point of wanting to stay liquid this year. And I got blindsided by the fact that Messi was this sort of awesome high-rated card that, you know, you'd be lucky to have in your team, which is true, but I'd rather have tradable cards I can switch out than untradeable cards I'm stuck with. I know, looking at that team, Kante's untradeable, Hazard's untradeable, Robertson, Gomez, Guardiola, however, and Ramos, if I didn't say Ramos already. However, if I'm going to have untradeable players, Liverpool players are the ones that I want, and Kante is the best player in the game as far as I'm concerned, so I'm alright with it. You know, I just want to try and stay as liquid as possible. If I go down that untradeable route, I'm going to get stuck. So at least I've got parts of my team that are, you know, interchangeable and tradable. I'm not necessarily going to buy Rush, but the option's there if I want to. I decided that I would go and then sell some stuff, you know. I thought I'll cash in now while things are expensive. So Immobile's card, it's gone up in price because of, obviously, you need a high-rated card, a high-rated inform for Messi. Mahrez went back up to 87 because he crept down to about 70. Kimmich was around 58. I probably should have sold him as soon as I packed him. But I had the thought process of, you know, as soon as he leaves packs, there'll be a rebound. There wasn't. I lost. I could have had an extra 30k on him. 9 Golan sold for 215. I could wait till January, or February rather, where he could potentially get an upgrade. I'd rather just take the profit now. Modric, I bought for 58k, sold for 74. We packed Busquets last week. He was selling for around 30k at the time. He's back up to nearly 50. We sold Mertens. Finally, Mertens has left the club. The record has gone. It was like 215 games, 150 goals, which was a decent record. Not as good as someone like Lucas in the team right now, but very good servant to us. Of course, we packed him very early on. 2 players from Bronze Pack Method. I'm still doing a lot of Bronze Pack Method and such as well, and we have all these players on the transfer list to eventually deal with. As you can see, Bronze Pack Method in full swing. However, at the moment, we are lacking some sales. You get that now and again, and I've been through it, you know, like these type of players, he probably doesn't sell for more than, 600 coins. But at the time, he wasn't on the market, so you have to try your luck, right? You have to just go for it and see if you can get 3,000-4,000 coins. Because if someone wants to complete that SBC there and then, they will pay it. So you often get sales of like 2.5k for a player that probably sells for like 400 coins. Yeah, see, he's about 1,000, but he wasn't on the market at the time. So you've got to try your luck, and that's where PC Bronze Pack Method really does come into its own. I think it's PC Bronze Pack Method can be a lot more profitable than console Bronze Pack Method. But that's by the by. We've got some packs to open, so we'll do that now. Let me clear this off the... let me clear this off. So, top comment yesterday from Hakim. I just love it when you don't spoil the card you get on the title. I hate it when people do that. I'm not going to name names because it's pretty obvious who it is. I mean, everybody does it. And I get it because you obviously get a lot more clicks for some reason. I don't know why. Like, if I see someone, I've packed Ronaldo, Icon Ronaldo, I don't care because I know you've just shown me on the title and in the thumbnail that you've packed him. Therefore, I don't need to watch the video. Thank you. That's how it goes, right? So I don't understand why people spoil it. Well, no, that's a lie. I just said I know why, because obviously people want clicks. But I'm sacrificing clicks because I want to keep you guys in suspense. You know, like I've put Tolisso on there. We packed Tolisso. Many people might be thinking that's the player we packed, but obviously then you watch it and you get Ramos. You're like, wow, that is a bit of a surprise. I prefer that and less people watch it than, you know, triple, quadruple the amount of people watching it, but everybody knows what's coming. Because what's the point in that? That's boring. So with that being said, Cologne against Leverkusen. This is Marquee Matchups, of course. Footmus drops today. When you're watching this, it might even have come out already. I wanted to release this video beforehand because I wanted to do a 6 o'clock video on Footmus. And I may very well end up doing some sort of review on a few of the cards or one of the cards if they're easily attainable. But tomorrow we'll talk about Footmus. There will be gameplay in tomorrow's video as well. Obviously, there is a comment about FUT Champs. Dave says, hi mate, regardless of the objectives for Footmus, I really think you should crack on with Weekend League. You saw what you get even in untradeable packs, it all helps. Untradeable packs obviously came from rivals, so that's got nothing to do with Weekend League. But I just want to break from it, if I'm honest. Like, I know it's my job, and you can argue that, I should be doing it regardless, because we've all got to do things in life we don't want to do. The whole point of me doing YouTube, really, was not only to be my own boss and the fact that I can play FIFA for a living, was because I didn't like doing things I didn't like doing. I hate that we've all got to do things we don't want to do. Bollocks. You can do whatever you want to do, and you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. If you don't want to go to a job interview, don't do it. If you don't want to go meet with someone for whatever reason, don't do it. If you don't want to go to someone's house for Christmas because you've got like a gathering that you've been forced to go to, unless you're literally like 12 and you've got no choice. If you are of age and you can say, do you know what, I just don't want to go, you should be able to say, I'm not coming because I don't want to go. And this might be harsh, right? We're going to tell you a little story while we submit Barcelona against Real Madrid. Last week was my mum's birthday, right? Now, she, I saw her on her birthday, gave her presents and all the rest of it, spent a fair bit of cash, as you do. But she was going out for a meal with a couple of other people and said, do you want to come? And I said no. And instead of going, oh no, I've got this to do, I've got work to do, I said no, I don't want to. I know, we've got a bit of a special relationship in the fact that I can say things like that and she won't get mad about it. I know she's not mad about it. But instead of just making up some bollocks excuse, I've literally said, no, I don't fancy it. Is she upset about it? I don't know. Probably not, right? I'm seeing her Christmas Day as well, so for those of you who think, oh, you're neglecting your own mother, maybe I've gone down a wrong path here and a lot of people are going to judge me for it. But, it's one of those things. Like, I've never done anything that I didn't want to do. Weekend League is something that at the moment I do not want to do, and I'm not going to subject myself to it. Mane SBC, by the way, we're not going to do it. I think it's... Is it overpriced? I don't know. I'm on the fence with it, but I just don't fancy spending 900,000 coins on a player that A, isn't as good as Hazard, who is in that position currently, and B, if I've decided not to do Messi, arguably the best card in the game, I ain't going to spend 1 million coins on doing Mane. So, yeah, a lot of you might think less of me now because I didn't want to go for dinner with my mum, but... like I said, I saw her on her birthday, I saw her for Christmas Day, it's my family, I'll do what I want, but my argument is, let me open a bronze pack to get rid of that lag, I have rendered a couple of videos today, my argument is you shouldn't have to do anything in life you don't want to do within reason. There are certain things you are going to have to do, like funerals. Well, that's a lie, you can not go to a funeral if you really want to, but everyone expects you to, that's a different story, but generally speaking, I think if you don't want to do something like... play Weekend League, you shouldn't have to, regardless of whether it's a job or not. If you want a day off, take a day off. Is the world going to crumble just because you've had a day off? No, of course it's not. It's because the Conservatives got it. I'm joking. We're not going to talk about politics. With that being said, let's just jump into these Marquee Matchup packs. We've gone down a bit of a dark road. I understand that. People may think I'm a bit of a monster, but it is what it is. I share things with you I wouldn't share with my review community, put it that way. Let's crack on with this. I am going to get back into Weekend League, don't get me wrong. I'm just not going to play it for the next couple of weeks. It's Christmas. Obviously, I will be doing things outside of... I don't know why I'm discarding those. I'm going to keep those just in case we ever need them for squad battles or something. I never really thought about using them for squad battles, but I might start doing it just to give me a bit of an edge, to make life a bit easier for myself. What do we want to open next? I mean, they're all not bad, really. Let's do the Jumbo Premium Gold pack, I suppose. This weekend, I'm taking off from Weekend League. I'm not playing it. Next weekend, I'm going to a thing on the weekend. It's a Christmas-related family thing, which I'm not 100% certain I want to go to, but I will do it because it's not my side of the family, so I will make that sacrifice. Like I just said, you don't have to do things you don't want to do. And to be fair, I back out a lot of the family things because I can't be asked. But I thought I'd show up to this one. That's not a bad one, actually. It's not a bad little player to get. Could maybe have got a little bit more, but we'll make a quick sale. Joe Gomez, I've got loads of him on the transfer list, but I'll keep him anyway. Yeah, so I'm not around for most of the weekend next weekend as well. So, there's that. The weekend after, though, is sort of, the lull between Christmas and New Year. I will play it then. So we're going to have 2 weeks off. This week, next week, we won't do Weekend League. We'll do squad battles, we'll do rivals, we'll do objectives. Then we'll be back on it for around the New Year. So the 27th or whenever it is. If you're not happy about it, then I apologise wholeheartedly. However, it's what I've decided to do. nice recharge of the batteries, and we'll be back in. This episode of The Road to Glory brought to you by my personal life. We've talked a lot that we don't normally talk about, and I apologise if you just don't care. We got a Laganis left back in there, because the SBC isn't out right now, but when that comes out, that should be an expensive card, I would have thought, or thereabouts, maybe like 4 or 5k. I might use it, I might sell it, who knows. We'll keep Lindelof, you never know what SBC is around the corner. I've got a lot of comments to get through here, but I don't know how I'm going to get through them, because I need to sort of look at the screen while I'm doing things. Let's do the Prime Electrum. So Ben Greggs, as we get anything good? No, we're not getting anything good in here. Loving The Road to Glory, and it's quite funny that I have been defending this game all year, and just before your video the other day I was thinking about stopping Weekend League, and today cemented that for me. I have played every Weekend League and got minimum gold 3 every week, and my best player has been 86 Sommer, and today I got Hintiger, you know, that Frankfurt centre-back. He could be worth a bit. Nope. So I don't see why I should put myself through the stress of it. Sorry for the negativity, but I just want to say that because I completely understand your decision to stop playing Weekend League, keep it up. Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, I'm not going to stop playing it completely. I will jump back into it, but I just fancy a break, and I think everybody deserves a break from something and everything. You know, if you've been in work for if you've been in work for like, I don't know, 10 days without a day off, trust me, I know what that feels like. You deserve a break. You know, if you've been doing this and you haven't had a day off, you deserve a break. If you've been playing Weekend League and you just don't want to play it for 1, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or forever again, you deserve it. You do you. And I completely understand why you would want to stop it. Like I said the other day, the whole reward structure needs to be revamped. You know, okay, if you're finishing gold 3, in my opinion, you don't necessarily deserve... Oh, hello. Is that... No, it's dark blue, never mind. If you're playing gold 3, you can't... That's not bad, though. You can't expect to get Red Hazard and all the rest of it. I'm extremely lucky that I've just packed a buy in silver, but I'm also very lucky in the red picks that I've had, and my luck from Weekend League rewards has been absolutely crazy. I will sell this because I don't need it. It's not even worth that much. I'm going to keep it because I will eventually complete the Bundesliga and we'll go around and use him again. I'll keep him as well because I will eventually complete the French league. I'll sell a lot of silvers and bronze players from other leagues, but I'll keep certain ones from like the top 5 that I want to complete, or the top 3 or 4 that I want to complete. But yeah, what I'm saying is, I understand why you've stopped, and they need to revamp the system. I've been extremely lucky with what I've had from finishing gold 3, and I probably don't deserve it. You know, I've seen top 100 people not get anything this week, and I got Depay, and I was like, yeah, that's not bad. You know, like, it's stupid. Like, I'm not that over the moon by it. They're top 100, and they're not even getting 84, 85s. It's crazy stuff. They need to revamp the system, big time. But they won't, because people will play it regardless. So hopefully, if enough people stop playing, they spot the numbers, they might actually make a change or include some things into it just to get people playing it again. But we'll have to wait and see. I will be back playing it. I'm not taking a sort of, you know, break forever. 2 weeks off, that's all I want. Just a bit of a recharge, and then we'll be back into it. I don't know why. I've just got a funny feeling someone's going to say that, you know, your job is easy and you don't deserve breaks here or there or whatever because you don't know the meaning of the word work. I'm in my 30s, and it's only been the last sort of 4 or 5 years that I've been doing YouTube full time. Before that, I used to work, you know, 50, 60 hours a week, 10, 12, 14, 20 days in a row without a day off. I know what work is. I am in an unbelievably privileged position right now to be able to say, I'm going to wake up at 1 o'clock, I'm going to do a player review, and that's going to be me for the day. But that was the decision I made, and thankfully, it's sort of semi-paid off. I'm not in a position where I can just do 1 video a day. I do need to do 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. But, yeah, I just wanted to point out that I understand a lot of people are going to be miffed and probably come at me and say that I don't know the meaning of the word work and everything. But I do, trust me, I do. To end the video, I want your opinion, because like I said, I'm not necessarily going to go for rush in terms of the icon. I just want your opinion on the type of player we can bring in. It doesn't need to be a striker. It could be a midfielder. I would rather it not be a defender because we've got too many of them these days. And bearing in mind I'm on PC, so icons are a little bit more expensive, but we've got a lot of coins to spend. I'm not hell-bent on Griezmann or Carvajal. If you can find a different solution, then feel free to let me know. But I fancy an icon, you know. I fancy just going out and buying someone that I really want to use. There aren't that many players, like icon-wise, that I look at and I think, oh yes, I'd love him. Like Larson is actually one of those I wouldn't mind trying. He's got really good agility. His finishing is class. He's quick. He's got 4-star weak foot. I don't care about the skill moves. He's got a high attacking work rate. It's not a bad card. There is a better version of that Larson card as well, which isn't that expensive. So I'd be tempted by him. Jari Litmanen's mid is only, what, 350? It's not the best card in the world. You know, he lacks agility, this, that, and the other, but he's my favourite player of all time. And as a central midfield player, actually wouldn't be that bad. The thing about Litmanen is I am anticipating him being available in the next sort of 7 days for icon swaps. Next Friday, theoretically, we should get the next icon swap batch. Whether that means, I don't know whether it's this Friday or next Friday, the base icons leave packs and we get the primes. I would be tempted to wait to buy my icon until then, but at the same time, when they come out, they're all going to be really expensive. So I don't know about that. John Barnes is 87. It's a shame that that's a left wing. If that was a central card, I'd be very tempted by it. Again, I am a Liverpool fan. He's a former Liverpool player. Watched him growing up. Would be really cool to get him. But because he's left wing, I'd have to replace Hazard, and I don't want to do that. There is another version, but it's an 86. So maybe wait for the prime. I don't know. But yeah, you know, all these are options because they're all under 600k. I wouldn't be against spending 800-900k on an icon, but then I would kind of like to improve other areas. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, today's been a bit of a weird episode of the Road to Glory, and I apologise if it's been boring, you've not enjoyed it, I've offended anyone. But hey, that's just the internet. Tomorrow I will have gameplay because I need to play some rivals. We need to get that started. I'll show you where I am with squad battles as well. We'll talk about some Footma stuff. It's going to be a decent episode. Hopefully we'll be able to either gun for a objective. Maybe they put a Footmas objective up that we can go for straight away. Or there is an SBC we can complete or something. Who knows? If you have enjoyed today's episode of The Road to Glory, you're a legend and I appreciate you. Thank you very much for watching. Till the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.